Alright, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's get going. Alright, we're back with some more Punishing Gray Raven. Teddy looks so cute. You have attained your rank elite in Warzone. Thank you, my lord. Let's see.
Sometimes, I have these incredibly long dreams. It all feels so real that I lose the line between dream and reality. It makes me think that maybe the line is not so clear in the first place. But one thing's for certain. No matter which world we're in, you're still a total dummy.
You know, Erica Mendes plays a very, very good role. I mean, gosh damn it. Makes me want to choose. PGR has some of the interesting choices, at least for me to say, like, hey, which girl is best girl? First is Lucia, and then the number one, well, of course, number one will always be Bianca. Second will be Liv, and then now I'm starting to like Teddy's personality, but I haven't played Teddy's, so I can't really give a definitive, answer. But gosh damn, this BGM slaps. Bum 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 bum. Oh, yeah, come in. Somebody else. Sorry. New chapter where memories dwell. Liv, my beloved. I wanted to do like Liv and just like play her story real quickly. Cause like I'm still like right here where where is it? No, not Teddy. I want to play Teddy's story. Her. See how far I am? Even though if I do skip it, even though I'll probably... Let's see. Oh, Nanami. I don't want to skip Nanami's story too, but Nanami's actually very good. But then the pilgrimage, limited access, the pilgrimage, Teddy's story. Let's see. And then there's Liv. Even though I don't know if Liv's story is a contained. Let me see. Well, let me. Well, actually, we'll give it a shot and let's see. I'm only gonna do this for like kind of like 30 minutes and everything because I have some other things to do. But a little quick shot for Liv. And if I like it where it goes right there, I'm gonna keep continuing, even though I'm mostly spoiling. But I kind of want to know like what happened to Lucia and them. Let's see. Love is something formless and soundless. Okay, let me see. I'll play it. Let's see where it goes. Claire. The blinding rays of light flicker on. The silhouette at the table remains perfectly still, stoically awaiting the coming interrogation. Dominic, you will now provide your testimony regarding the mind technology. The Science Council is here to render a fair judgment on your actions. Let's see what Dominic says. The mind is merely a component, a substrate for human consciousness built upon a virtual neural array structure. Did you foresee that this technology would lead to such devastation? To unite our peoples within our nation. The devastation was not born from the technology, but from human greed. Then do you acknowledge your leading role in this? Your research institute at FOS College was established without the world government's sanction. Would this world government even exist without my support? Even so, you do not have the authority to supersede the government that represents the will of humanity. I must remind you that at the early age of the project, constructs were merely a byproduct, a vessel for consciousness, a necessary measure after that calamity. Then, Dominic, can you tell us what the true purpose of the project is? Dude, I feel like I'm walking on super heavy spoiler territory in this one. What is the nature of the threat that the constructs pose to humanity? Dot dot dot. Of course, we have to go to dot dot dot. Darkness stains the entirety of the visual field, absolute and without form. The concept of time dissolves into irrelevance, while the very notion of space feels like a forgotten dream. All is swallowed by a profound and seamless nothingness. Cracked. A sound like the heart of a glacier fracture, and a hairline cracked of light pierces the blackness at the edge of the perception. Like a blade through taut silk, shards of impossible gold spill through the fresh wound in the void. The immunity boundaries shatter without a whisper, and a presence stares out from behind the nothing. An entity that defies conventional perception drifts in the chaos. It's a raw, writhing mass, peering and observing through the rupture. Within the rupture, indistinct fragments are scattered, each one glittering like a brilliant gem. It gazes upon the light that is an intruder here, an approximation of a mouth contorting, struggling to shape a sound. Mom? I kind of figured I was going to say mom, but I didn't want to say it. Let's see. A young child sits on the lawn, a miniature garden trowel in her hand. Sensing something strange, she looks up towards the sky. Don't look directly at the sun, Liv. It'll hurt your eyes. Before the child's eyes can feel any pain, a woman's warm, soft hands gently cover them. Okay, Mom. So we get a little Liv story right here. I wonder if this is like kind of like a separate story. Because I already know what happens to Lucia, unfortunately, like me being me. But I kind of want to see how we got to that part. So ever since like I got to the Liv story and everything, I kind of want to see where it goes. Let's see. There you go. Add some power. Okay. The new way of seeing the world is fascinating. With childlike excitement, she eagerly peers through the gaps. In the backyard, everything looks the same as always, yet somehow different through this special perceptive. The garden is filled with greenery, lush shrubs, and fragrant flowers in every corner. Calliope stands at the kitchen doorway, smiling as she watches them. Nearby, the old sheep bell bleats merrily while chewing on something the honeysuckle flowers Liv had planted not long ago. You know, actually, yesterday I went to Honey Me again, just to get like the PGR merch, and then like it was interesting because like honey with ice cream would sound kind of weird, right? And actually it was really good. I actually kind of really enjoyed it, so I kind of wanted to see like what it tasted like again. And then, not gonna lie to you, I'm actually thinking about putting honey on my ice cream if I ever had the chance. Belle, don't eat my flowers. Liv's eyes widen in alarm. She wriggles free from her mother's embrace and rushes towards Belle, rescuing the poor seedling from the sheep's mouth. Just a few more minutes, okay? It's almost time to eat. The woman follows with a smile, lovingly ruffling little Liv's hair. Alright, we should head back now. It's almost time to eat. Okay, Mom. And she looks adorable. I don't know, she actually, for a support character, Liv actually became one of my other favorites because like she, her way of like, you know, not only like being a nurse and she is support, but the fact that like she was willing to sacrifice herself in order for like the punishing virus to be limitless, since she had the ability to absorb some of it. Grow up big and strong, okay? She solemnly pats the soil firm around the seedling roots. The faint sound of bell chimes from within the house. Little miss, it's time to eat. Through the shrubbery, Calliope. Oh my god, I could say Calliope Mori's name. Calliope's voice calls from the kitchen. The heavy quartz clock strikes with its slightly rusted pendulum. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's time to eat already. Sorry, Callie. Callie? I'm coming right away. Oh my goodness. Do we have a Mori Calliope in here? Mori Calliope! Mori Calliope. The moment she rises to her feet, a chaotic beam of light pierces the azure sky. In an instant, the world around her is swallowed by blinding, silent white. The old sheep's bleeding its severe mid-cry. Liv forces her eyes open only to find that Belle, who had been peacefully gazing at the lawn, has utterly vanished. Belle? Calliope, who was walking toward her, dissolved into the light, along with the honeysuckle flower at her side. Callie? Bewildered, Liv reaches out, but her hand closes on nothing but empty air. The world dissolves from the distant horizon. Darkness breaches the restraint, racing towards her feet. Liv. A mother stands at the boundary between light and shadow, gazing at her with gentle eyes, a soft halo radiating from her silver hair. Mom, Callie just... The child stumbles forward, but rapidly spreading shadows seize her ankles. Mom. Dang. Sounds like a bad dream. Ooh!
If you knew the future is paved with turmoil, would you still walk toward it? My choice is the same as yours. The road ahead won't be easy, but I'll never stop moving forward. Along the journey, I may have to break through brambles and brave many dangers. But I fear nothing. Because, Commandant, our hearts are connected, and we will be united.
Okay, you know what? That animation slaps. I'm not gonna lie. Liv. That's why she actually became one of my second favorites of PGR. Holy shit, that was actually good. Sorry, my profanity. I just couldn't help myself on this one. Liv jokes away. No. Her visual module rapidly auto-adjusts, calibrating to the current environment. She says she is sitting alone on a speeding train. Verdant vines brush against her ankles. Soft, warm light fills the car. Fragrance of bewildering flicker in her pupils. Liv presses her lips together, hesitating a long moment before finally turning to the window. Outside, sunshine bathes a garden where green grass carpets the ground. It was just a dream. Liv whispers softly, suddenly relieved. Yet her eyes don't clear. Instead, they grow even hazier. As the train pushes forward, new visions materialize outside the other windows. Countless shards of dream float outside, a garden, sheep, and her mother. Honeysuckle flowers, Belle, a long-haired woman with an indistinct face, The window acted as a dream-catching grids, firmly trapping these fragments outside. Interesting. I like how it goes into detail with everything. Mother. Wait, this is a train? I mean, this is probably like the most bushiest train I've ever seen, but I like it. Then, like biting into the unripe orange, and a wave of bitter sour discomfort surges from the depths of her mind. The train slices through the intricate layers of clouds, a shard of reality pressing onward through a kaleidoscope of dreams toward its unknown destination. Holy shit, bro! I'm probably gonna have to wait for the other chapter. I'm already kind of invested in this one. It's actually pretty good. I like it. The last light of a setting sun washes the Grey Raven Lounge in a deep honeyed gold. In the quiet stillness, Liv stirs her eyelids fluttering open as she emerges from the drowsy depths of a dream. How did I fall asleep? She pats her forehead, her brow furrowing in a wave of self-reproach. She had barely begun her turn cleaning the lounge with a sudden wave of lethargy pulled her under, leaving her slump in a chair and powdered down. Gosh, man, they put a lot of words into this. To dream of my childhood. It's been so long. Liv strains to recall the fading details, a quiet surprise setting over her. How long has it been since she last dreamed of those days? Ever since the battle against the twins and her transfer to Imperia Frame, countless memories of her past have been lost. The persistent migraine stands like a gravestone, marking where her memories began to shatter into fragments. Her face is getting harder to picture it. In her dream, the face of a silver-haired woman had grown indistinct. All that remains is the memory of her mother's unique fragrance of fresh grass and the gentle warmth of her voice as she read fairy tales. She leans back in her chair, silently searching through the shards in her mind. The adaptation of her new frame is nearly complete, and the mind migraine has lessened considerably. Is that why these memories have surfaced now? Speaking of her new frame, the Science Council has already sent the replacement notification to her terminal once the adaptation period is over. The lounge door slides open with a soft hiss, followed by the familiar rhythm of footsteps in the corridor. Oh, Commandant's back. She sets down her cleaning tools and hurry over. Oh yes, I got the notice for the frame switch. The Science Council says the adaptation period for this frame will be about 2 months. Did I just slide that over? A mission already? Soft murmurs of conversation begin to drift from the living area. And as the sun finally dips below the horizon, a mechanical spider, no bigger than a fingernail, scuttles nimbly into the deepening shadows of a corner. Holy shit, bro, that was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, that actually got me a little vested. I was like, And that's why I put Liv My Beloved in this title. So, I'm gonna be 110% honest. I think I'm gonna continue all the way. I'm gonna be heavily spoiling myself. And probably hate myself for the next couple of days for it and everything. But you know what? I want to see how she got the frame, because this frame just came out of nowhere. And then I kind of want to see how we got here. What's the reaction to Commandant and Liv's and Lee's, to a certain incident. I will not go into details, but you guys know what I mean. But like I said, it's not going to be a long stream. It's probably going to be like 30 minutes. So this is another read. I can't grant you authority either, Asimov. Okay, what is this guy up to? Unlike the artificial light of Babylonian simulated weather, true sunlight on the surface always carries a warmth you can feel on your skin. A gentle autumn morning glow spills into the room. You stand at the sink, your mind still soft with sleep. Turn the faucet and wash face. Yeah. The shock of water chilled deep in the night jolts the last haze from your veins. Freshen up, you glance at the antique clock, a relic strikingly different from Babylonia's modern aesthetic. Hanging above the bathroom mirror, it reads 8 a.m. Just as you move to open your terminal and review last night's files, a notification chimes from your communication app. Commandant, let me guess, you were working on Babylon's reports late again last night, weren't you? No way, definitely not me. You saw it wrong. Well, maybe, but come on, we gotta work, you know? Jill don't pay the bills. Let's go with this one. No excuses. I saw the emails you sent. That's why I made sure to let you sleep in a little this morning. So we're gonna ignore the fact that you have a frame and you know everything else. You know what? That's fine. That is fine. I will go with it. Let's see. So take your time. You can review your work from last night. There's no need to rush out on my account. You're as beautiful as the day I last saw you. Let me go eat breakfast, brother. That's usually what I would do normally anyways. After a quick review of last night's work on your terminal, you send the files back to Babylonia and turn to leave the room. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I'll just eat breakfast. Come on. Excuse me, guys. I'm just having my beverage. As promised in Liv's message, breakfast awaits on the table. The usual compressed rations and nutritional supplements. It's far from a gourmet meal, but it will fill the void. Void to what, Commandant? Or me? Or you? I don't know who. Beyond the window, the sun crests the dark mountain peaks, washing the land in a gold light. Below, soldiers patrol in orderly formations. I was gonna say fashion. Formations, while residents of the conversation area move in and out in neat lines. Tools in hand, another day of gathering and production begins. You turn from the view, down the nutritional drink in one go, and clamp a ration biscuit between your teeth. With both hands now free, your attention returns to the terminal interface. Conservation Area 368, 723. New mission, new construct frame trial. Personal, Baber, Liv. Yeah. Babylonia. Some time has passed since your conversation with Ishmael. She confessed that her own entanglement in events might have clouded her vision. She could no longer clearly observe the world's progression. Everything was now hurtling towards an unpredictable future. I cannot offer you any more help. I am but a reporter, a soul anchor to the echoes of what has been. I'm here to talk about what's happening now. I understand the question is in your heart, Grey Raven. But a river's current cannot be judged before it reaches the sea. Its nature is only revealed in its entirety. Is there anything else you can share? I have walked many potential paths for this future in my thoughts, but I cannot share them with you. I cannot be certain whether my perceptions are true, or that we are even navigating the same stream of causality. If our paths truly converge again in a time yet to be, you may find the footprints I have left in the dust. Her gentle smile was a quiet punctuation mark, drawing the conversation to a close. Still adrift in the echoes of your talk with Ishmael, you were almost surprised to find yourself already at the entrance of the Science Council. You cast another glance at your terminal. The mail from Hassan was marked urgent, but its contents were starkly simple. Head to the Science Council immediately. You wonder what could have warranted such a summons. Knocks on the door. Come on in. Alright, the science cancel. Let's do it. Oh no, when it's coming to that song, you already know. The council was, as always was, a stark white space filled with the hum of instrumentation and the dry, sterile air. Sitting at the table, Asimov gave you a nod and turned back to the projection displayed on its surface. Liv's new frame. The projection displayed Liv's new frame. Along one edge, a cascade of data points and analytical text scrolled past, continuously materializing only to fade away. Amid to this torrent of shifting information, a single value held constant, its digits steadily climbing 733.22. Before Asimov could utter a word, the door hissed open. Hassan strode inside in his entrance during the sterile air. His eyes swept the room in a quick, analytical glance before he moved with the purpose to a long table. Sorry for the delay. Today's routine meeting overran its schedule. I hope I haven't missed a critical part. Is this about Liv's new frame? Okay, Hassan looks more serious than he was these days. Gosh darn. Well, you know what? After 15 more chapters of catching up right there, I probably will find out the guy's actually like, in better spirits. Hassan settled into a chair at the long table, exchanging a silent nod with Asimov. In response, Asimov tapped a command into his terminal and turned away. The door behind you sealed with a definitive thud. At the same moment, a small red light in the room's surveillance cameras winked out. ... Your instinct sparked the unusual security measures, sending a jolt of alarm through you. I'll be direct. The Science Council has recently recovered a cache of Golden Age data and materials. It pertains to a... ... Asimov, his fingers glided across the terminal. In response, the raw data and explanatory text were turned into structural diagrams and framework outlines, overlaying the frame projection. It is a new technology capable of establishing a direct interface with the mind. The dataset enables numerous complex functions, structural optimizations, amplitude stabilization, and a reduction in connection risk, among others. In simple terms, it can enhance the mind capabilities and unlock previously unattainable potentials. Rows of data highlighting a bright green materialized beside the frame, corroborating Asimov's every word. That sounds like a good thing. Your fingers drummed up a silent, restless rhythm on the table as you waited for the real truth. A mere technological breakthrough would have been announced at a formal briefing, not whispered to you in a secluded room with the surveillance deliberately disabled. However, these optimizations are transient. The subject's mind will revert to its baseline state in as little as 2 or 3 hours, or at most 24. So it's an emergency measure. So, it's Golden Age technology. Golden Age. Asimov stepped aside to make more room as the 2D display sequentially showcased various frame images. President Hassan, do you comprehend the implications? I do. The Science Council's standard explanations for mind technology is just a generalist overview. It describes the basic functions of the mind within a construct, and little else. Regarding its deepest architecture, I am not authorized by the Science Council to discuss that, or to be precise, the world government has not authorized me. In that current frame development, even the specialized models, we have rarely introduced additional to the mind's core data structure. The 10-base interface system merely installs a security protocol. On the periphery, it does not modify the mind's fundamental composition. But this technology is different. It can optimize the mind structure itself, and that is merely a side effect. Its true purpose is to filter. I can't grant you that authority either, Asimov. So Liv, we compare all the construct data from Babylonia and even access the Chrono database. Only Liv's mind demonstrates near perfect compatibility with this dataset. What are you trying to do? Dang, Asimov looks angry. Like, he looks serious. Usually he has like the chipper smile and everything, but bro, he looks like he's saying a lot of things. He's like, I'm done. It's time to get serious. Professor Hippocrates of the Star of Life and I have collaborated on this. If we implement this dataset, there is calculable probability that the migraines in Liv's mind could be permanently cured. Dude, to live for a long time with migraines suck. I mean, I remember I went through like almost every day I would have a migraine, so like I would imagine like years doing it, or well, depending how much time has passed within the PGR story, you know. In our calculation simulations, we want to take adverse side effects. However, as we have not concluded physical tests, it remains an unknown variable. Where did the data come from? I think we should stop here. I can assure you this does not originate from any inhumane experimental procedures. This has nothing to do with Chrono, Project Winter, or any other projects with questionable origins, methods, or objectives. However, I cannot share more specific information with you right now. I must remind you that simply replacing this Liv frame would provide a minor therapeutic effect for her migraine, but it would not result in a complete recovery. The condition would persist like a chronic migraine. For a moment, the laboratory fell into a delicate silence. After a moment, Hassan spoke in a low voice. Grey Raven Commandant, I suspect you have other questions you haven't voiced directly. Dang, bro, just call me Grey K, like in a very serious. He's like, okay, like why I'm here. A simple frame replacement surely wouldn't warrant a personal visit from the president. So, Asimov, does this technology carry implications far beyond what you disclosed? Hassan narrowed his eyes slightly, his question cutting through the air. No, I'm simply curious why you have remained silent on this particular issue for so many years. If one day you were faced with only two choices, an honest extinction or hypocritical survival, what would you choose? Dang, okay. Triller already made that choice for us once. I don't fear my own destruction. I only need to believe that everything we have fought for until now has meaning. But if the choice were yours to make, I would refuse to choose. What if Liv were the one forced to make that choice? You voiced the answer almost instinctively, but I can accept the choice like that. I won't allow Liv to be placed in such a position. Relax, Commandant Baybird. No one's going to force you or Liv to make such a choice. There's the Hassan I know. Look at that smile. You know, he would make a good guy to make a cosplay of. The meeting was simply to inform you of this data. As her Commandant, you have the right to know, and you must be aware. So what is this new technology really? Hassan offered no answer. Let us consider this nothing more than a casual conversation. I have other matters to attend to, so I'll take my leave. Hassan avoided direct reply, rising to his feet as the room illumination returned to normal. I think bro's been traumatized. He has already worked on his terminal as he walked towards the exit, pausing for the beat with his hand on the door before he opened it. Baybird, the choice has always been yours to make. We simply cannot provide any further information. I trust you will consider the matter carefully. Bro, it's never a good thing when you tell you that. You know you have to make a decision. It's basically saying, you have a decision. It's basically saying like, oh, you don't have to make a choice, but you have to make a choice. He put on a customary smile, nodded to both of you and Asimov, and strode out of the laboratory with purposeful steps. The choice is connected to the dataset. I don't know. He probably has his own agenda, but that is not my domain. My concern is strictly observable effects this dataset produces with the interfacing with the mind. Effects? The dataset is far more complex than it appears. Look, here and here, these wavelength patterns are anomalous. In a standard construct, it will likely function as a new stabilizing framework. But installed in a host with specific parameters, my hypothesis is that it will produce a different outcome. Similar to a specialized phrase we previously enhanced using experimental data. For a compatible construct, this could represent a new form of evolution. So are you recommending we proceed with the implementation? From a purely scientific standpoint, I would recommend Lib attempt the procedure. However, as the president stated, the choice is not ours to force upon you or her. If there are no further questions, I must return to verifying the dataset integrity. Azimuth's voice faded in a place seemingly taken by the soft hum of laboratory equipment powering up. Damn, bro. The door slides open with a whisper, its sounds pulling you back to reality. Commandant, what are you working in the middle of a breakfast? Wait, Commandant, why are you working in the middle of breakfast? Just finishing up something urgent. You really should take a proper break to eat. I know how it is during field operations, but skipping meals will only upset your stomach later. Liv gives you a mildly disapproving look, her brow furrowed with gentle concern. So what did your investigation turn up? You shovel the last of the rations into your mouth, then chase it with a gulp of nutrition fluid, your words garbled around the Hurley meal. While I used the personal survey as a pretext to access the resident list, that man Calm is indeed registered here. Then I cross-referenced the location names he mentioned during his questioning back in Babylonia. I think I managed to narrow down our search to this area. Liv opens her terminal, her fingers circle on a modest area of the map. The highlighted zones contain 3 tents, 2 buildings, and a crossroads. So if Calm was telling the truth, the people who mentioned evolution in mind should be operating somewhere right here. Dang. That is crazy, bro. But you know, I'm gonna stop right here. Like I said, this was gonna be a short stream right there, but you know what? I might come back here later or tomorrow and finish up Liv's story, because so far we got 2 out of the 26 and everything, and I really want to finish this, I'll be honest with you. So alrighty, this is Jaimito, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.